Okay, so I hope you had some time to really think about this, all right? It's not as easy as I think they would make it look, but and I think there could be a few different answers, but I'm going to show you what I got and what I wrote down, all right? And let's see if we can match these up so that it makes sense. Okay, so the answer is Tina Foster is visiting Chicago for the first time. And then they're asking us to write a question starting with who. So I wrote, who is visiting Chicago for the first time? Okay, and then the natural answer should be Tina Foster is visiting Chicago for the first time. All right, number two is Tina was talking, I'm sorry, I did this before. Tina was taking a walk when she lost her wallet. So they want us to ask a question starting with what. So I wrote down, what was Tina doing when she lost her wallet? And so the natural answer hopefully is Tina was taking a walk when she lost her wallet. The last one, number three, the answer is she will file a police report at the nearest police station. They wanted us to ask a question, where? So this one was a little tricky, so I just said, where will she file a police report? And hopefully the natural answer will be she will file a police report at the nearest police station. All right, so these were a little tricky. They made you think a little bit, but that's okay. We're up to that. All right, we're pretty advanced now. So hopefully you didn't have too much of a problem. If you got something different and you think that we need to talk about it, then please let me know. I'm not saying that this is 100% correct. I'm just saying that these are my answers that I came up with that made sense to me. Okay? If you came up with different answers that made sense to you, let's talk about it. And then maybe we can put our heads together and really get these answered. All right? Great. All right, and also if you are able to talk with your partner about the story that we read or we listened to, right? I'm sorry, that we read, then please do that and then go over these questions with your partner. Okay? All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about the unstressed vowel. Okay? Now, this is important if you want to practice how to speak English without a heavy accent. If you want to speak English like a native English speaker, then this is what we call not so much grammar, but this is more what we call linguistics. It's how you sound, how you make words sound when you speak, right? So one of the things that I tell Spanish speakers all the time is be careful with your S's, right? Your S. You don't want to say essa, right? You want to just say the word with the S, all right? So let's take a word like spoken, right? You want to say the word spoken, right? You don't want to say the word spoken, right? Okay. Every language, native language, has its own kind of draw, right, or accent when people start speaking English. All right. So if you want to learn how to speak English a lot more like an native English speaker without the accent, then this section will help you. Okay, this is the linguistics section of the review. All right, and the first thing they talk about, excuse me, is the unstressed vowel. All right, one of the hardest things about spelling words or even saying words, with more than one syllable is managing the unstressed vowel. It is also called the schwa. Schwa. Okay? The unstressed vowel is the little sound we say in weak syllables, like right? Like the in water, right? Water. The R in liar, liar. The or in tractor, tractor. Or the a in China, China. Okay? The purpose of the schwa is to allow unstressed syllables to be said more quickly so that the main beats of the spoken words are easier to place on the stressed syllables. Okay? All this means is that we put more emphasis on everything in the sentence except for the schwa, all right, or the unstressed vowel, right? Like water, right? Water. Liar, liar. So you hear lie more than you hear right? Some people say r, or you can say liar or lawyer. Okay? Tractor. You hear more the tract than the r. And then China. You hear chine, but you don't really hear the as much, right? It kind of falls off. China. All right. Schwa does not have an exact and standard pronunciation. All right. So that's a lot what I was saying before. Some people say water. Some people say water. Okay. Different parts of the country, you're going to hear different pronunciations, right? So my thing is always, if you listen to somebody who is talking that's from California, for instance, right? They have a tendency to stress their words a lot more, and they sound clear when they speak. Whereas people in the South kind of draw out the last parts, especially the last parts of their words, and you don't really hear the letters or the vowels as much. All right. So in in California, they'll say water, and in the South, you'll hear water. In California, you'll hear liar. In the South, you'll hear liar. Liar, right? In California, you'll hear tractor, right? In the South, you'll hear tractor, like it sounds ER, right? Tractor. And in California, you'll hear China, and in the South, you might hear China. Right? It just falls off. That A kind of just falls off. All right, so you don't, are you saying China or China? That's what this is about here. Schwa does not have an exact or standard pronunciation. All right, that's just the way English is. All right. So let's turn in our book to page 135. Now that we know that, okay, that's a little background history about unstressed vowels, or schwa. Okay. Number 3, pronunciation. All right. Unstressed vowel. Listen to the unstressed vowel sounds in these words. They are written in green. So the words that the vowels that are written in green are unstressed. Many unstressed vowels sound like All right. Now, as we go through this, I want you also, if you can, please scan this barcode and listen to this track. All right. The reason why is because I am going to try my best to say these words without, my New York accent. I'm going to try to say it slowly so you hear it. All right. But I might not always get it correct because because my pronunciation is from the north, and we have our own just thing about how we speak as well. All right. So please do that. If you have the older book, please listen to CD number 2, track 34. All right. So let's look at number 1. Upset. Upset. All right. Number 2. About. About. Number 3. Family. Family. Number 4. Extra. Extra. Number 5. Travel. Travel. Number 6. Police. Police. Number 7. Vacation. Vacation. Number 8. Dangerous. Dangerous. Number 9. Samantha. Samantha. And number 10. Photographs. Photographs. Okay, so notice, especially in photographs, right? We've talked about this before in class, where sometimes in English speakers, native English speakers, turn T's, like Tom, right, into D's, like the door. Okay, so you hear photographs. Sometimes you'll hear photographs. If you were in California or heard a California person speak, they would say photographs because they pronounce better. They pronounce English words better for some reason. It's my experience that they do. All right. The word police, right? I say police, right? They might say police, right? Police. Okay. So some of these unstressed vowels get stressed in certain parts of the country. Most parts of the country do not stress them. All right? All right, so let's move on. So this is 3B. Listen and repeat. Then underline the unstressed vowels that sound like in these words. Okay? And again, here's a barcode that I think you should really scan and listen to. All right? Because like I said, I'm going to say them, and I'm going to show you the vowels that I've underlined that sound like right? But I might have, I might not get the words correct, like how we pronounce them all the time. All right, I'm going to try my best, but like I said, in the North, New York, we have our own draw, our own kind of accent. Okay. Number 1, Samantha is upset. Samantha is upset. For this one, I've underlined the A in Samantha and the A at the end of Samantha. All right. So those two, the 2 A's in Samantha. The beginning A in Sam and the ending A in the. Number 2, where's the travel agent? Where's the travel agent? I underlined the E in the. Where's the? Because it sounds like right? Where's the travel agent? Okay. Number 3, the prison is dangerous. The prison is dangerous. So again, I put a line under E for the, because that's just like this one, the, right? Prison, I put a line under O for prison, prison, okay? And I put a line under E and RUS, right? So it's urus, urus, all right, dangerous, all right? Number 4, it's about 7 o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock. I put a line under the A, about, right? About, and o'clock, the o'clock, o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock, o'clock. All right. Number 5. Did you take the photographs? Did you take the photographs? I just put a line under O, right? Photographs, right? Because we saw that in the last one, right? And in number 3A, right? So I put I put a line under O for photographs, all right? And the same here for police, right? Did you call the call the police, right? Call the police. Of course, that line under E for the, and then a line under the O for police, police. All right, call the police. Number 7, she'll or she will think about visiting her family. All right, this one was a little tricky. She'll think about, so of course about with the A, we've done that one before. About visiting. So visiting, I put a line under the I and an I here, the 2 I's at the end of visiting, okay, for the sound, visiting. All right. And then the last one, and by the way, I had to look this one up because this one was hard. So the only reason why I know that these 2 I's are the sound is because I looked it up online. Okay. And then I listened to the track just to make sure that the book wasn't telling me the wrong thing, because I didn't think that was correct, but it seems to be correct. Okay, and then number 8, I need a vacation. So everything was good here. I need a vacation. Shun, right? I put a line under the I and O. Vacation. All right. So these are the answers that I got. Hopefully you got something very similar. Like I said, this is practice for pronunciation. This is practice for people who want to work on and practice talking and speaking English without a draw, without an accent, okay, to get their accent down as little as possible. Okay. Now, if you're doing this with a partner, please talk with your partner and compare your answers and see how both of you did. All right? All right, great. So let's move on to C. Now we're going to get a partner and we're going to talk with a partner, practice the conversations. All right? Pay attention to the unstressed vowel sounds in green. Okay? So number 1, this is the conversation. Person A. There was a lot of excitement at the community adult school yesterday. Person B. What are you talking about? Person A. There was a fire in the kitchen. Person B. Did the fire department come? Person A. Yes. A student heard the smoke alarm and called 911 right away. Right away. All right. Let's look at number 2. Person A. Betty is going to Washington next week. Person B. Are you serious? Won't that cost a lot? Person A. Well, she probably got a cheap ticket. Person B. Is she traveling with her family? Person A. No, her husband's going to take care of the children. All right, so that's how that conversation would sound without stressing without stressing vowels, like I was from California, right? This is kind of a normal way most of the country talks, and they don't stress the vowels in where these green letters are. All right. All right. And then finally, let's look at D. All right. Write 5 questions. Use the words in exercise 3A. Ask a partner about your questions. Remember to pay attention to the unstressed vowel sounds. So remember here, we're going to use the words in exercise 3A. All right. That's this right here. These words: upset, about, family, extra, travel, police, vacation, dangerous, Samantha, photographs. Okay? And work with a partner and ask questions. All right? Remember to pay attention to the unstressed vowel sounds. So when you speak, just remember to pay attention to the unstressed vowels. Here's our, for instance, here's our example. What makes you get upset? All right? So let's use these words and write in five questions here. All right? And please share that with us during our Zoom meetings. And if you have any problems with this or want to practice this during our Zoom meetings, which is really good to do because we can actually talk and have conversations fairly well, then let's do that. Okay, whatever makes you feel comfortable, and if whatever makes you feel comfortable if you want to practice your pronunciation. All right. All right. So that is it for Unit 10. All right, we are done with Unit 10. We are done with the book. I will try to put together some quizzes and some overall reviews because we just went through a ton of information this semester, from Unit 1, starting with gerunds, all the way up to Unit 10, where we were talking about the present perfect, right? The 3 uses for the present perfect. So we have a lot of things to kind of go over when we do our review for the whole unit. All right. So everybody stay well, and I will see you in our next video, or I'll see you on our Zoom call. All right. Stay in touch with WhatsApp as much as you can, or as much as you want to. All right. Take care.